In today's Grand Theft Auto video, we're going to be taking a look at the scariest and creepiest locations in the GTA series. So let's dive into this today. At the number one spot, we're going to be starting in Grand Theft Auto 5. That is the abandoned Mineshaft. So this Mineshaft actually opened up on the next generation version and PC version of GTA 5, and it's pretty creepy. So not only is it pitch black, like the only way you're going to be able to see in here is if you have a flashlight or you have some modification on your weapon that allows you to see, or you put down a flare, something like that. It's pitch black. So not only is it pitch black, but in the center, when the tracks reach a fork in the road, you'll also find a body. And this is the body associated with the murder mystery, a single player sort of side quest that you can do. So you'll find this guy's dead body in there, and he has been in there for multiple different years. Now, not only is there an actual body in there, but also players have claimed that they have seen ghosts, that they have heard scary noises, that they have seen very spooky and mysterious things whilst inside. And even though a lot of those might just be myths and creepy rumors, it still adds to the lore of the Mineshaft. And this is always one of the creepiest places to go. I never like to go by myself when I'm in online. We've visited a couple times during live streams. We always go as big groups, and that tends to be pretty fun. But by yourself, it is very, very spooky. And if you were to turn up your headset, you would hear some creaks and cracks, and it would just make you want to get out of there super quick. Another thing, especially for me, is it's super claustrophobic. Like, it is very, very tight in there. And so that's something that bothers me, and that's why I think it's one of the creepiest places in GTA 5. Moving on to Grand Theft Auto 4, we have the Alderney Casino. So this casino is actually abandoned. It's located in West Dyke, Alderney City in Grand Theft Auto 4. Now, there's only one mission that takes place here, but it's completely abandoned. So try not to imagine like a casino with slot machines and poker tables and stuff like that. It's very creepy. Now, the Alderney Casino can be entered and explored freely, and it has a very large interior, but it's mostly filled with rubble. Now, the whole building appears to be very old and in a state of despair. Large holes are present in the ceiling. There are no doors and windows, and a lot of hobos and homeless people spawn inside of the building. Now, the casino is the location of certain myths. Players and users have reported that they have heard voices or growling noises inside of the building. Also, players have heard very strange knocking and creaking noises while inside of the casino. Now, this might just be ambient noise that was programmed to play inside, and it might just be the sounds of an old building settling and shifting. Now, in a GTA 4 mission, as I mentioned earlier, the player has to hunt down and kill Jimmy Pecorino inside of the casino. Now, after this mission, players have reported seeing his ghost in the building. Now, this might be caused by small sources of light, but nevertheless, the casino is definitely a spooky place to explore at night, and it remains unknown why it was abandoned in the first place, adding to the myth and legend of this very creepy and mysterious location. The number 3 spot today, inside the Statue of Happiness. So the Statue of Happiness is a parody of the Statue of Liberty in Grand Theft Auto 4, and one of the neat things about going to the actual statue itself is you can go inside to find one of the most interesting Easter eggs, but also creepiest of all time too. So if you enter the statue, you'll find that you'll have to find a very tall ladder to ultimately climb, and inside of the statue itself, you're going to find a live beating heart that's been chained to the statue itself. Now, I'm not sure what this is supposed to represent, that maybe this statue is the heart of the city, or that, Liberty City is the heart of America, something like that. I have no clue, but all we know is that it's very creepy. I don't know what the heart is supposed to be in terms of its symbolism, but it's creepy. You can hear like it beating and thudding and making noises, and it echoes because everything is so hollow in there. It's just really weird, really creepy, and ultimately very, very mysterious. So if you guys think you know why the heart is here and what it means in the Statue of Happiness, let us know in the comments down below. The number 4 spot today, the Pan O Petition in GTA San Andreas. So the Pan O Petition is an area that's relatively open, set in a dense forest on a hill. There are various shacks with few blood-like textures situated around the hill, and many tree stumps and logs littered around the area. Essentially, it's an abandoned sawmill located in Red County near the town of Blueberry. However, it was abandoned for unknown reason. Now, many myths center around this area, such as the myth of Leatherface, the masked antagonist from the horror film The Chainsaw Massacre, and one of the shacks has been covered with bloodstains on the floor. Now, either this is the work of someone like Leatherface, or there were little to no safety standards. There's also a chainsaw that spawns on the hill, and there's a beater Glendale that spawns inside one of the shacks. So this is basically one of the creepiest locations in the game. Not only is it like totally out on its own in the middle of a forest, but an abandoned sawmill, like that just screams horror film right there. So if you've never checked out this place in San Andreas, you totally should. Just be careful going at night. It's pretty creepy and it's in the middle of nowhere. You never know what you're gonna find. Moving back to Grand Theft Auto 4, the abandoned hospital. So this abandoned hospital is also known as the Colony Island Hospital, and it appears in the mission The Snowstorm in GTA 4, which is given to us by Elizabetha Torres. Now, this hospital has been abandoned for multiple years, and the entire inside of the building has been gutted. The upper floors of the hospital have completely caved in, and what remains is on the verge of ruins. So not only is this hospital on its own abandoned island, but it's also known to a lot of apparently myths that players have seen. So there's rumors of ghosts that apparently haunt this place that can be seen at night. I, of course, have not seen any of those, but that's what players have been reporting. It's filled with, homeless people that are moving around. It has explosive gas canisters in it. It's really creepy. Again, not only was this one of the hardest missions in game, but if you go there in free roam, it's very creepy. There's weird style graffiti all over the place on the wall. It's just a really creepy place to go. And exploring at night, you'll hear all bunch of creaks and sounds and stuff like that. So that is the abandoned hospital in GTA 4. Moving on to GTA Vice City, we have Apartment 3C. So Apartment 3C is an apartment in Ocean Beach, Vice City. And inside the bathroom of the apartment, the bathtub is splattered with blood, and there's also a chainsaw next to it. Now, the player can also find a large suitcase containing 2 bags of cocaine. Now, this is a clear reference to the film Scarface, in which a drug deal in an apartment similar to this goes wrong, with exactly 2 bags of cocaine being part of the deal. And the chainsaw and the bloodstains are a clear homage to the film. But if you didn't know that and you just walked inside of this apartment, you would end up seeing bloodstains and bloody handprints on the wall with a chainsaw in there, and you would have assumed that a mass murder just went down. So if you have Vice City on one of the older consoles or you have it for PC, you should totally go to Apartment 3C, especially if you're a big fan of Scarface like I am. It's just such an awesome reference and a really cool Easter egg as well. Moving back to Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, it's Back O Beyond. So Back O Beyond is a famous mythical location in a forested area located in Flint County, San Andreas. So Back O Beyond is one of the most isolated areas in San Andreas, with no structures at all built within the area aside from the highway system. Its areas features the largest forest in the state, and it contains a ton of rock formations in various elevations, making the area treacherous for traveling. Now, its isolation from civilization as well as its spooky ambiance certainly attracts many myth hunters to investigate it. And there's many myths that come from this area. In fact, the only thing of real interest in the Back O Beyond is this one small room microhome located on the banks leading to the Ghost Lake, which makes it awfully creepy as well that this is the only house that is right next to Ghost Lake. Now, Ghost Lake is also in Back O Beyond, and it's a small body of water possessing strange traits located in the Back O Beyond. So needless to say, this area is very creepy. Going there at night obviously is going to make this even that much spookier. So I would recommend that you definitely check out this area, but be warned, there is lots of myths apparently in this area that players have seemed to have spotted. And the last location we're going to be looking at today is one you are probably all familiar with, and that is the Altruist Camp in GTA 5. So even though this area isn't particularly creepy, there's a lot of weird things that go on here. So obviously the Altruist is a cult in GTA 5, and they're the ones that you bring people to and they eventually kill them. And what makes it even strange is in single player, all of these people are naked. Like, they don't wear clothing, which is super weird. Now, a couple of other things that make this place pretty creepy is the camp has speakers that plays calm music, which is strange given the type of people that live there. They're also like on this hill above a sawmill, which also adds to the creepiness. And they sort of just live in like these huts on the top of a hill. It is so strange. Again, you can take a lot of different characters that you interact with here through random events to the Altruist camp. It's just really, really weird, that's for sure. But anyways, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. That right there is just a handful of the creepiest locations that you can encounter in the GTA series. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Are there any other places that you've encountered that are really, really weird? Let us know your thoughts, opinions, and more in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.